before we begin, yes, it is supposed to look like this. The doomed prince. Okay, so, a king prayed for a son to the gods and his wife finally manages to give him one. But the prince's destiny was to be killed by a dog, snake, or a crocodile. The king was afraid of this, so he went off to make the prince a house in the mountains with everything the prince could ever dream of. His father was hoping it would be enough to keep him in the house and not go anywhere else. One day the prince was looking out on the top of the roof and saw a man walking with a cute dog. So naturally, he went to go ask his father for it. Kind of like that girl from Willy Wonka with the squirrels. His father was of course hesitant but let him have one anyway. After a while the prince became an adult and was getting bored of his big fancy house on top of the mountains and went and told his dad, "Hey, I know I'm gonna be killed by a dog, snake or crocodile, but I have to follow my dreams." The king, hesitant again, let him free and the prince went off with his dog. As time passes he stumbles into a place called Naharana where he is showered with food and doesn't even think to ask about the giant 70 cubits high house thing with 70 windows and a girl in one of them. When he does finally decide to ask, he finds out that whoever makes it to the girl's window will get to marry her. Of course, despite everyone else trying for a long time, the prince manages to get to her on his first try and they get married. After that they go back to Egypt. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the prince was from Egypt. And he tells his wife about his fated death, but she says it's okay, I'll protect you. One night the prince was sleeping peacefully when suddenly a snake comes crawling up to him. His wife was right next to him watching it happen but didn't do anything, and eventually one of their servants gave the snake some milk that made the snake so drunk it was so helpless that the wife finally decides to do something and kills it off. But of course the prince wasn't so lucky. Sometime after that incident the prince's dog leads him over to a river where a crocodile comes out and that's it. Some idiot damaged the papyrus the story was on and we never know what happened next. The end.